So talk to me about the Snoop Dogg deal, man. How did that come about?
So again, thanks, Rockstar. See, me taking an opportunity led to this opportunity because Snoop loves, Rockstar tracksuits and stuff like that. So I was the liaison to all the celebrities when it comes to, talking through Rockstar. So Ray, one of Snoop's right-hand man and stuff like that, assistants, basically, I was just interacting with him. And I remember I came through with my little beat up BMW at the time. I pulled up to him at a location he was at, and I gave him the Rockstar shit. And I was like, yo, by any chance, do you think that you can give Snoop these?
Right.
And he's like, yo, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Snoop is gonna say yes or no, but I'll try. You seem like a cool kid. I'm gonna try. So boom. So I was like, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And then, literally the next day, I see Snoop at an event wearing my boy, actually Dion. My boy, he's a model, Dion. Actually texted me and shows me a picture of Snoop in the glass. I'm like, oh my gosh,
right.
He's really wearing it. And so we always had that relationship. And at the time, I didn't have I asked Snoop, I didn't ask Snoop directly, but I asked through Ray, and then he was like, I didn't have the bread to work, with somebody of that caliber at the time, which is understandable. And then so, I guess when they saw what I did with Dave, he was like, yo, Snoop is like, yo, why you do the deal with me? And I'm like, Ray, are you serious? I thought we did. But then, we worked it out. And yeah, man, Snoop is another person who I'm indebted to. Just put the brand out there in such a dope way, And so we locked the deal down, and then Ray was like, "Yo, I got a surprise. I can't tell you what it is, but just know it's nation." He said it's nationwide. So me, I'm thinking nationwide. Insurance. That's what I'm thinking. Right. I was like, all right, so we're gonna be the insurance. Cause Snoop is, all the big companies mess with Snoop. So I was like, all right, we're gonna be a nationwide. Okay, cool. So he's like, don't tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Boom. So, and then I see, oh my God, hold on. I just brought myself back to that. I'm a football, we love sports. We love sports, right? Yeah. So I'm just chilling. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm chilling in the bed, watching Thursday night football. And then they were on halftime. They're like, okay, going to break. And then they're like, we got Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. So I'm like, okay, oh shit, Snoop. Snoop is wearing a pair of my glasses. Then they show behind the scenes of the Super Bowl halftime commercial, and Snoop is wearing the glasses our Aunt Biv's in the photo shoot. And my heart is dropping. I'm by myself and I'm looking around to people like, do you see this shit? This is crazy.
Yeah. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 million every week. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week. I wanna be a billionaire.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Johnny Vegas. Now today, I got a very special guest on my show, ladies and gentlemen. You in for a treat, so take some notes. We got the CEO of the luxury eyewear brand Nouvintage, ladies and gentlemen, Justin James. What's going on, King?
Nice to do this finally. I know
finally, right?
It's been a minute, but since we're friends, we're gonna get it done.
Yeah, eventually, right?
Now we here.
Nah, a pleasure to have you on the show, man. It's been a long time coming, man. Yeah. You've been doing some great things. I see you facilitating partnerships with the big dog like Snoop Dogg, Dave East. I saw Blast wearing your shades. I saw D Smoke wearing your shades. I know it's looking real nice out here. For Nouvintage. So I definitely respect the grind. I respect the hustle. I respect the brand. Yeah. And I just want to know, man. How you came to be where you are today, man. Because I know it didn't just it wasn't an overnight success, right? So I want the people to know, this show is about getting insider information from celebrities and entrepreneurs on how to become an industry professional. So for those who want to get into the fashion industry or the eyewear industry specifically, I want you to describe, your journey through the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the success and everything like that, the investments you had to do with your time and with money to get to where you at. But let's start from the beginning, my brother. Where you from?
I'm from Long Island, New York.
Hey.
Baldwin.
Alive.
Let's get it. 6 borough. I said it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. First of all, shout out to Long Island. Hey. I really feel like Long Island prepared me for life. I tell people I could be in in the hood or eating crumpets with the queen. So you know that's what Long Island gives you, and I really appreciate it. It definitely, I would say, made me a well-rounded person. So definitely shout out where I'm from, Long Island, Baldwin for sure. Yeah, it started, you know, back in the day, not too back in the day, we ain't that old, but like around 2010, 11, I was rapping. I was in a group with my cousin, Naeem, Legacy. It was called Crackin' Blues. And we had this song, man, called Jimmy Swag. And it was dope. It had a Nirvana sample. It was real mainstream at the time, especially when gangster rap was really prominent at the time. And so, but it used to bug me out. We'd be doing crazy performances in the hood. They just wanted to hear that Jimmy Swag, this Valley Girl on the hook and all that. So yeah, so we had this popular song called Jimmy Swag, and Jimmy Swag, like I said, meant like urban je ne sais quoi, you know? And so,
what does that mean? What do you mean?
It's like you can't put it's fire, but you can't. It's something that you can't put your finger on, but you know it's fire. That's in my interpretation of it. You know, it's something that's undeniable. You know, it's that it factor.
Gotcha.
Got that. Can't really say it, so you just call it je ne sais quoi. Again, I don't know. I'm not a dictionary person, but that's my interpretation of it. Anywho, so I had this idea to come out with these shirts that had sunglasses on the logo. I mean, a logo of sunglasses on the shirt. And we had the shirts. Shirts was busting, especially the female was loving the shirts. And it had the shades on it. And it just hit me one day. I was in my house, my mom's house in Long Island, actually Valley Stream where we moved to. And it just hit me, like God really spoke to me, bro. Like it was like God was like my older cousin. Like that was like a vibe. It was weird. Like he was like, bro, if shades is the logo, just make shades.
Makes sense.
And so that's what I did. I remember going to my cousin Naeem, like, we should make glasses. And I remember to this day, I still get on it. He's like, bro, why are you always switching it up? You always jumping from this to this. I'm like, bro, how many people you know are selling t-shirts right now? He was like, a few. I was like, exactly. I was like, how many people you know that have their own sunglass company making sunglasses in 2010 and 11? Nobody. So boom. So he was like, he agreed. And then so I started going to Chinatown, buying cheap glasses, like $5 glasses, pad printing them, and people was loving them. It was like it kind of was bugging me out. I was like, damn, don't they know these are like gas station glasses? But when you brand it the right way, it showed me how powerful a brand is and how powerful a Nike check or swoosh is. Like it's not like it's powerful when you have a great logo. And so the logo was fantastic. And we were buzzing a little bit. I had a few celebrities wear it. I started learning how to actually make my own sunglasses. Had some trial and error. I remember the first one we made, like the legs was like crooked and stuff. I had to fix them and stuff like that. And then we made a fire pair that Rick Ross loved, and he was wearing it throughout his whole Hood Billionaire campaign with his album. And that's when I actually moved to LA. I was like, I just wanted a new start. Unfortunately, like my dad died at that time, around 2014. It's all good. And so I was just like wanted a fresh start. I always loved LA, Even when I was in Long Island, they used to call me Young Hollywood. So I was just I had the LA vibe. Right. And so I came out to LA. I was going to events like BMI Awards, Soul Train Awards, and I was showing celebrities, and they would just be like, I like it, the glasses, but do you have vintage? Just when vintage was popping, when the Migos was first coming out with their vintage look. And first of all, shout out to the Migos. Like the Migos really put that vintage thing on the map, in my opinion. Yeah. So, I always show love to the originators when it comes to that. And obviously people before the Master P and stuff, but for our generation, and for me personally, seeing the Migos do it, Quavo and Offset and Takeoff, who his flow is crazy. Right. And I got really inspired by that. And then I was keep on hearing that, like, do you got vintage? And I'm like, you can't tell a New York dude, keep telling me, do you got vintage? And I'm not gonna give you vintage. Like that's just how we do, right? So boom. So I was like, okay, streets want vintage. How can I give vintage but my own? It's like, damn, how can you make vintage new? I was like, oh shit. Again, another thing, like God, like my cousin, it's like, cause sometimes God, when he talks to me, it's like my older, like he relates, like relatable. It's like my older cousin I look up to, you know, and he's like, I hear bro in my head, like, bro, he's like, it's Nouvintage, you know? You want, you know, vintage, making it new. And so I started getting in my design bag, started designing it. At this time, I kind of put down Jimmy swag, and I just really like got like a regular job. But people saw what I did with Jimmy swag, so I got an amazing opportunity working at Rockstar Original. And there I was a marketing director, and I helped out with a lot of creative stuff. And I really learned how to make money online and through that process, and just learned so much. You know, like the owners definitely taught me a lot. You know, and I was like their right hand man, so I was able to see a lot of different scenarios and different things regarding business and stuff like that. And so I had that. I started designing my first new vintage pair, like from scratch, in around 2018. 2019 we got incorporated. 2020 we were at a crossroad, like the pandemic just hit. I knew I had this amazing opportunity from another Long Islander named Dan Solomon. He's a stylist of the stars, especially NBA players and stuff. And I met him through a mutual friend, and he, you know, is great friends and works with Dave, and was like, yo, would you ever want to make signature glasses for Dave? And I was like, hell yeah.
Dave, like Dave East?
Dave East, I'm sorry, Dave East, yeah, Dave East. And so I was like, please, let's do it. And so we got the opportunity, and so I knew in the back of my head when the pandemic was hitting, I knew I had this situation with Dave. And so I took a leap of faith. Like sometimes you just gotta just jump, you know, just jump in the pool, you're gonna learn how to swim. And so I jumped in, and I was like, even though I had a great opportunity with Rockstar, I was like, it was time for me to go on my own, you know? And, you know, especially like that climate, everything was so, you know, the world could have ended, you know? So it was crazy. So I was like, you know, this is my chance. And so I took it, and it was hard, cause like literally like the finances wasn't there. I'm still like, I'm almost back to square one, you know, but I have this deal. And so literally we put out the pre-orders for it. And honestly, like one day I got to say, like my life changed. Like went from asking, like I need help with this, I need help with that. And then boom, $66,000 in one day. And that showed me the power of an influencer that people really fuck with and a dope product. That's a match made in heaven, right? You know? And so when that happened, I was like, wow, this is a real business now, you know? And also I took everything I learned from Rockstar, the digital marketing, the text messaging, SMS text messaging, the email marketing campaigns, Facebook, Google, any way to get traffic. I took all those things, and I just put it into Nouvintage. And yeah, yo, honestly, I can't thank Dave and Dan and even AJ, Dave's manager, Bully, the whole crew. Like, yo, it really changed my life. You know, it gave me opportunity to really like see my vision through. Like, we all have ideas, we all are visionaries, but sometimes we don't take that leap. And to actually see it happen, like, nah, I did this. This was just an idea. These was just ideas, you know? And so to see it come to fruition was an amazing situation, you know? And yeah, man, I'm super indebted to the whole team, because it really changed my life, to be honest. Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. Hell yeah. Now I like the fact that, you know, when you came out here, you know, you had a vision and an idea. You were still trying to figure it out. You got an opportunity with another company, and, you know, it was along the same lines of building a brand, and you learned the ins and outs on how to build a brand, and then adopted that method and put it into your brand. And now look where you are now. And I think that's key, man, you know, because one of my questions I was going to ask, you know, is what you go through in life preparing you for what you want to do, you know, because sometimes we get so frustrated at what we want to do. We want to do it now, but it's like, nah, God's telling you, you're not ready. You need to go through something to learn something, to then bring it back to what you originally wanted to do, so you can do it on the highest level, you know. And I think that's what you went through. I know that's what you went through, because you just explained it. So nah, that's amazing, man.
And yo, honestly, at Rockstar, I was doing everything. I mean, they paid me really well, but I was doing everything. And some days I was like, what the fuck am I doing this shit? Yeah. I mean, like, I'm like, you know, something you bougie. I'm a bougie dude. I ain't gonna front. I'm like, yo, I'm better than this. I ain't supposed to be doing this. I ain't supposed to be doing that. But now, those same things, I'm doing it for myself. And that's what the universe, that's what God does. God prepares you in ways that sometimes you may not like, but that's the way you need to be to get prepared. And so I was, again, I'm grateful for that opportunity for sure, you know?
Hell yeah. So talk to me about the Snoop Dogg deal, man. How did that come about?
So again, thanks, Rockstar, see me taking an opportunity led to this opportunity. Because Snoop loves, Rockstar tracksuits and stuff like that. So I was the liaison to all the celebrities when it comes to, talking through Rockstar. So Ray, one of Snoop's right-hand man and stuff like that, assistants, basically, I was just interacting with him. And I remember I came through with my little beat up BMW at the time. I pulled up to him at a location he was at, and I gave him the Rockstar shit. And I was like, yo, by any chance, do you think that you can give Snoop these?
Right.
And he's like, yo, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Snoop is gonna say yes or no, but I'll try, you seem like a cool kid, I'm gonna try. So boom, so I was like, thank you, man, appreciate it. And then, like, literally the next day, I see Snoop at an event wearing, my boy, actually, Dion, my boy, he's a model, Dion, actually texted me and like shows me a picture of Snoop in the glass. I'm like, oh my gosh,
right.
He's really wearing it. And so we always had that relationship. And at the time, I didn't have I asked Snoop, like, yo, I mean, I asked Snoop directly, but I asked through Ray, and then he was like, I didn't have the bread to work, with somebody of that caliber at the time, which is understandable. And then so, I guess when they saw what I did with Dave, he was like, yo, Snoop is like, yo, why you do the deal with me? And I'm like, Ray, are you serious? Like, I thought we did. But then, we worked it out. And yeah, man, Snoop is another person who I'm indebted to, just, put the brand out there in such a dope way, and so, we locked the deal down, and then Ray was like, yo, I got a surprise. I can't tell you what it is, but just know it's nation. He said it's nationwide. So me, I'm thinking nationwide, like insurance. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, all right, so we're gonna be the insurance, because Snoop is, all the big companies mess with Snoop. So I was like, all right, we're gonna be a nationwide. Okay, cool. So he's like, don't tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Boom. So, and then I see, oh my God, hold on. I just brought myself back to that. I'm a football, we
I think I know what you're talking about.
We love sports, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just chilling. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm chilling in the bed, watching Thursday Night Football. And then they were on halftime. They're like, okay, going to break. And then they're like, we got Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. So I'm like, okay, oh shit, Snoop. Snoop is wearing a pair of my glasses. Then they show behind the scenes of the Super Bowl halftime commercial, and Snoop is wearing the glasses our Aunt Biv's in the photo shoot. And like my heart is dropping, like I'm by myself and I'm looking around to people like, do you see this shit? This is crazy. And so that was one of those times I could not believe what I was seeing on the TV. Like, this is not real, but it is. And so so that happened, and then the commercial came out. All my friends texting me like, yo, bro. And then it's so dope when you have real friends that kind of remind you how far you came. Because sometimes, especially when you're an entrepreneur and a visionary, all you see is in front of you, but you got good friends that are like, yo, I remember when you was saying this. I remember when you was telling me this. I remember like all the like hard work you did. I'm even getting emotional because, yeah, man, you're having some good friends that really tell you like, nah, Jess, you came a long, long way. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
How did you feel? Okay, so now the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
Now that was dope. I remember that day.
Yeah.
But when you actually saw the Super Bowl, like, did you know he was gonna wear it at the performance?
It was. I would say it was 70. It was 70-30. He was gonna wear it. I mean, he was been wearing my glasses like all the time. So I'm like, I can't see him not wearing it for the Super Bowl.
Right.
But they didn't ask me like, yo, can you, So I took it upon myself. I was like, I know Snoop. Snoop is LA all day. He gonna wear some Rams colors, So I was like, I bet. So I gave Ray the glasses like on Wednesday. I had my optician, who was amazing, High Optic in Hollywood, Shaka M, who were like my eyewear like parents. They are Armenian siblings that really just taught me eyewear on the technical level. Like I have design skills and stuff like that. But they really, brought me in. Like now they're family, and they taught me how to really make glasses and prescriptions and custom lenses and stuff like that. So we made a beautiful Rams gradient lens with the Aunt Bibs that he was actually wearing in the commercial. And then so people were texting me prior like, yo, you excited? I'm like, yo, I don't know if he's gonna wear it. And then so, boom, so he comes out and I see a duck and I see the glasses and I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm again, another one of just like, I cannot believe this is happening. And it's like, wow. And honestly, the power of manifestation, is so real. We all have magic in us. Yes. All of us are magicians when we put our minds to it. And so I remember last Super Bowl, I think it was her that was the Super Bowl. And I was like, damn, I wish she was wearing my glasses at the Super Bowl. Next following year, Snoop is wearing my glasses at the Super Bowl. And then like the next week or so, she was wearing my glasses too, and it was just like, wow, like the power of manifestation. So
yeah, I saw her on the Steve Colbert show, singing and had the glasses on. I was like, ooh.
Yo, it's just like, it don't happen like exactly how you want it, but it happened like how it was amazing. And especially it was in LA. It was like, people were saying that's the best Super Bowl performances of, I say that, they be like, what about Michael Jackson? Like best hip hop performance, whatever. But it was something like, literally, like, it was glasses, and thanks to Snoop, we're part of hip hop history,
right?
And so, it was bugging, and then the love and all the texts I got, and again, people reminded me how far it came. It's like, damn, bro, you was just in Long Island, just chilling like a few years ago, and now you in LA, your glasses on Super Bowl, seen by millions of people. It's like, wow, like, I'm inspiring my friends, inspiring people that I know, inspiring people that I don't know. And so that's the biggest enjoyment I get too, honestly. Like that, the adulation is good, and obviously getting money to provide for yourself and stuff, but really being the seed to help somebody grow is just like, you can't beat. That's what we're here for, Right. That's what we're here for. So yeah. So
that's what's up, man. Hell yeah. And I'm definitely proud of you and all the endeavors. From when I knew you from then to now, it was like, oh my God, like just the elevation that just kept going up from there. And obviously there was times it went up and down, but for sure, nonetheless, it's on the trajectory up for sure. So now I want to educate those who want to get into this fashion industry, specifically in the eyewear. And I know you have to have certain partnerships in place in order to manifest it, because you can't do it all on your own, right? So talk about, what systems and processes and partnerships need to be in place in order to make this type of business successful.
Okay, I think first of all, just the foundation of, this is my quote, you'll make the haters love it. And that means make something undeniable. And when you make something undeniable, it's the attention to detail. And I think that's what is the catalyst of all these things. It's like, the glasses, people fuck with the glasses. They don't see me when they just see the glasses, and they see themselves in it, and they see the quality, and they see the attention to detail. And like these universal law, real recognize real. And so they're like, nah, this is something of value. And so I would say definitely, first of all, make a product that you're proud of. Make a product that's undeniable. Like that's really it. Ask all your friends what they think. You take everything with a grain of salt, but I'm talking about from your richest friend to a residentially challenged person on the street. Ask anybody. And honestly, I got some good advice from somebody that was residentially challenged. I remember I was in the Bay one time, and this lady stopped me, and she was like, yo, I love your vintage glasses. And I was like, oh, I actually make them, and we were talking. And I know she was kind of surprised I was giving her the time like that, but I was talking to her, and then she was telling me, back in 1980, I had these Gucci's, and they look like this. And she gave me the name, and it inspired me to make something actually similar to that. And so, yeah, man, I mean, like, let the world inspire you. The good, bad, and the ugly. Let everything inspire you. So first of all, fire product. That's number one. Number two, fire manufacturer. You gotta be Diddy with your manufacturers. You gotta be hard on them, because they're gonna give you whatever they wanna give you. They're gonna give you some bullshit. So there's a lot of late nights, me talking overseas to overseas manufacturers, making sure they get it right. And really be on your manufacturers.
When you say get it right? What do you mean, like specific?
Get your vision right. Make sure that your vision is seen through. From quality to the look to everything. And so that's something that, even though my manufacturer is amazing, and now they know like, oh, we can't do this with Justin. We got to, blah, blah, blah. So definitely be super hard on your manufacturer, You gotta be. It's like almost like a kid. Like if you want your kid to be successful, you gotta have to be hard on them sometimes, Tough luck.
Got it.
And so, at the end of the day, we want the best product so I can make money and we can still keep this relationship with the manufacturer. And so I would say definitely having a great manufacturer. And then it's just literally traffic to the site. Whether it could be for Facebook ads, which aren't really the best right now, Google ads, SMS, text messaging, like I said, email marketing, or just even word of mouth, like just at the end of the day, bringing traffic to your site. That is the major goal of a business, because you bring traffic to your site or to wherever you're selling, you're gonna have more opportunities to sell. So those are my major things. But again, you gotta start with fire. You gotta have a fire product.
That's a fact, man. I mean, yeah, because if your product, if nobody wants to wear it, then
you could be the best at marketing. The first wave, they're gonna get it, but are they gonna come back? And that's the thing about my product and about Nouvintage, is that they come back, because really it's the compliments. I was even with my boy yesterday, my boy Elvis, and he was just talking about like, I got Ray-Bans, I got Tom Fords, I got Cartiers, no compliments. When I wear Nouvintage, people trying to take it off I'm in the club, they trying to take it off, and it's the compliments, but I think which separates us from other brands. Also, another thing that I hadn't really mentioned is that we have holistic gemstones in our glasses. And so that possibly is giving people a way to, connect with it as well. But I think it's just the attention to detail, and it's the real recognized real. So they see the attention to detail, they're like, nah, this is something different. It's something elevated. And so, yeah, man, it's dope to be Black owned and a small independent business, and people mention you with Cartiers and Ray-Bans who've been doing this for 70 years, 100 years and stuff like that. So I just know the sky's the limit with us, because we 3 years in right now. You know?
3 years in, and and you don't really have to say this, but I would want you to. So in 3 years, I mean, how much y'all made over there, man? What y'all netting over there?
How much? I would say we made in 2 years and a half, we made about 1.3. Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing, man. I wish I had a live studio audience. We'd be clapping up for that. Yeah. That's amazing.
1.3. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like sometimes I just be like, damn, I remember those days where just getting a sale a week was like, oh, okay, that's dope. And now it's just like it's definitely not like that. And so it's just a testament to, again, creating fire,
Right.
Definitely being a good person, being genuine, and people really fucking with you. But it starts with the product, though. Because again, I'm a cool dude, but I ain't that cool to be doing what he's doing. So it's definitely the product. It's definitely the product for sure.
That's a fact, bro. So talk to me about, the 5 to 10 year or the future of Nouvintage, because with technology and all the innovation that's happening with NFTs, the metaverse, and everything like that, there's so much that you can adopt to not only the glasses, but the brand to make it bigger than just glasses. So what's the plan for that?
I mean, we're gonna be Black Gucci, to be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to be, doing everything in the fashion world. Like when you see the Nouvintage name, that it's undeniable. Whether it could be glasses, whether it could be sneakers, whether it could be even real estate. Like the sky's the limit. I've learned from too many dope people. I learned from Russell Simmons. I learned from Pharrell. I learned from 50. I learned from Diddy. I learned from Hov. I see it. I got YouTube. I go to YouTube University. So I see it. So there's no reason why it can't be as big as it should be, and as big as people that came before me. So yeah, man, what we're doing in the near future is definitely footwear. We're getting into denim. And also AR technology glasses. That's going to be a big wave in the next about, I'll say 3 to 5 years, maybe even sooner, is the AR technology, and basically something functional. At the end of the day, it's going to be a race to who has the best looking glasses and the best technology. And we're behind the scenes doing a lot of R&D. So when we come out, we stay out, you know?
Love that. So when we come out, we stay out. Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, man, so do you have a wish list of who you would potentially like to do a deal with?
Okay. I gotta say Drizzy. I'm a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drizzy for sure. Selfishly. Who else? Obviously the Beyoncés, of course. But who else? Nicki for sure. This hold on. That's a good question. Damn. Even LaMelo Ball, I would love to do some frames with him.
Okay.
I would love to do some frames with who's that? Sauce Gardner, the new cornerback from he went to Cincinnati. He plays for the Jets now. Yeah. He got the sauce, so definitely him for sure. Those are some of my things, and also another thing that we're going to be doing is making class glasses. So class rings for high school students and stuff like that. We're getting into making class glasses. About to disrupt the market
like that,
and really bring some innovation and just really help with alumni pride. Because not everybody wears their rings. But you go and definitely wear your new vintage class glasses for sure. So that's something that we're in the works with too. So I'm really, really proud of that innovation that we're about to bring to the table. We're just always about innovating. Like I just love to create. That's the closest you can get to God to me. God is the ultimate creator, and so when you create, you follow in his footsteps. So that's something that means a lot to me.
Love that. Hell yeah. Okay, well, being an entrepreneur could consume a lot of your time. Obviously, it's a 24/7 operation, 24/8. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you find time to balance? And when you do balance, what are you doing on your off time? You got a lady in your life? Are you just chilling?
I gotta do a better job of balancing. That's something that I'm not doing well enough. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely been consuming. It's not always patient and cream when it's not going well. It's like, your baby is like, I tell people, like, it's your baby. A business is a baby. And right now, it's in its terrible twos right now. It's about to be 3, but it's in its terrible 2. So there's a lot of ups and downs and stuff like that. But, you got to take care of your baby, And so, that's something. But to be honest, dating is hard because I'm talking to people at late at night. They think I'm hollering at a shorty. I'm in the corner, blah, 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 texting on Skype. And so that can become difficult. And they say in the beginning, they understand, they love it. But when they get in the 5th and 6th inning, they be like, yo, hold up. Like, you're not spending enough time with me. All right, we're going to get to the dinner table, like put the phone away. And I'm just like, like, damn. It's like, I know, like, it's like, why you gonna have to make me choose? Like, it's like, but I get it sometimes, but it's just like, sometimes they try to like make it like, just put everything away. And I'm just like, So maybe I shouldn't be dating right now. I don't know. But that has been, I'm not gonna lie to be, getting a little personal. That has been a little difficult these days because they say they understand, but very, very few do. Very few do know the time and the effort it takes to be a creator and to be an entrepreneur, but also to be I'm the creative director too, and I'm also the CEO. So it's like I'm wearing a lot of hats, and so there's no off days, like it's a beauty that, you own your own business and you have, time and stuff, but there's no off days. July 4th, no off days. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, so that's something that if you when it's your baby, like, is there an off day with your baby? Never. Okay. So always remember that your business is your baby. The same way you would treat, if you're a good dad, good mom, you would treat your baby, treat that with your business and you'll see it grow. For sure. Yeah, another thing, put yourself in your customer's shoes. These are all universal laws that you can apply to your business. I think what makes me successful is I put myself in my customer's shoes. I'm like, it has to make me say that's hot before I can show it. I'm like, damn, that's hot. And I'm my first hater. I hate on it to the max degrees till you can't hate on it no more. And when you can't hate on it no more, it becomes undeniable.
That's a jewel right there.
Be your first hater.
Yeah, because a lot of people make that mistake. Like, they fall in love with their product. They don't necessarily hate on it. When somebody has an opinion, they think it's hate. But if you would have, you analyzed your product thoroughly, you would have figured that out before they did. So
and we all know haters. We got friends that are haters. Yo, show it to them. I got a few haters friends that like, nah, that shit's fire. I was like, okay, we got it.
Wow,
we got it. So you know, like you gotta. It's a lot of nuance to it, but just ask a lot of questions for people that you respect their opinion. Also, people that you don't. You never know. You might, like I said, I got a gem from a homeless person on the street, and so always keep your ears open and say yes more than you say no.
How did you find out who your audience was? Like, who was your target demographic?
How did I find that out? Well, I think a lot of it was Dave's audience. Dave East's audience was a big part of, especially in the beginning, our demographic. And so it was a lot of, just people from New York and stuff like that, and Dave East fans. And so, but what I do as a business owner, I get on the phone and talk to customers. I answer some of the calls and stuff like that, and I, because I want to hear from them. And there's a lot of I hear it's my friends on the phone, and so I be talking to them like we're friends because they helping me provide for my family, so we are definitely friends for sure.
Right.
And so so definitely listen to your customers. Just like it goes back to just listening to getting advice, getting people's opinion. And I love speaking to my customers. It's so funny. They be like, yo, you don't understand the compliments I be getting. I'm like, I kind of do. He's like, nah, you don't understand. Like everywhere I go, they be all. I was like, yo, that's what the glasses do. So yeah, I would say that for sure.
I got you. All right, my brother. Well, look, man, I just want to say it was a pleasure having you on the show today.
Sure,
I think you dropped enough jewels for people to, put the key in the engine and, get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? So,
for sure,
man.
And also, I just want to I'm an open book. I'm always down to help. DM Nouvintage. Like if I got the time, I'll give advice. I'm always down to build. I'm a point guard by nature, so it's all about teamwork and putting people in the right places. So I'm always down to help, so don't be shy. Hit us up, and definitely down to work.
Awesome, man. Now I was just about to say, let the people know where they can holler at you.
Oh yeah, so on Instagram at Nouvintage, we spell it NOUVINTAGE. Also Nouvintage.com, and yeah, that's where you can reach me at.
Love it, man. Yo, thank you again for coming through, bro. This is great right here. It was long overdue. You know what I'm saying? But we made it happen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Johnny Vegas, my man, Justin James. Stay tuned for more episodes to come. Thank you for watching. Make sure you go on that Nouvintage website, get you all them glasses, man, so you can get those compliments. Be out here shining like the big stars, you heard?
Yep.
And we out of here, man. Sleep is for Billionaires.
I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 million every week. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire, I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire, I wanna be a billionaire.